Hello students, today we are going to learn the lesson Advya written by Sigrun Srivastav. So before we enter the lesson, let me tell you about the author. Sigrun Srivastav is an Indian author of German origin. She is a multifaceted artist, writer and illustrator. She has written over 25 books for children of all ages. She has based many of her stories on real life incidents. Here, I would like to tell you that the story Advya is taken from the book named A Moment of Truth. It contains true stories from around the world. Well, this story is based in Afghanistan, so it helps us to think what kind of life the commoners there would be living. So, without wasting any time, let's understand the story. So, before I narrate the story, let me introduce you the main characters of this story. They are Pooja, her brother Sudhir, and their parents. Also, there are two Afghanis who were thought to be dacoits. So, children, let's understand the story. Pooja and her brother Sudhir had gone to spend their holidays in the small town of Kunduz in Afghanistan, where their father worked as an engineer at the Khanabad irrigation project. She couldn't decide whether she liked the place or not, but her father did, though he had been there only for 4 months. Pooja and her brother Sudhir had stayed back in Delhi. Now they are here in Afghanistan to spend their holidays with their parents. So this time they had gone to visit the historical place of Balk over the weekend. On their way back from Balk, as they looked out of the car, they felt that the wild rocky mountainside was a perfect hiding place for the dacoits. Why they felt so? Because of the stillness of the wild rocky mountainside, bare of any vegetation, which means there were no trees, no greenery. The ghost like or supernatural holes of rocks and stones gave a feeling for them to think that way. Pooja was not feeling comfortable because of the heat, dust, and the bare rocky landscape. Their father, however, laughed at their fears. He assured them that the people of Afghanistan were friendly and hospitable. So, what's the meaning of hospitable? Having a welcoming nature to the visitors. A little later, their father brought the car to halt to check the wheels. And looking up the road, Pooja saw two men rushing towards them. And she was so scared. The taller of them was charging towards them, while the other one was limping behind very awkwardly. The men scared the family. Why? It was because they were rushing towards the car, and how they looked. Their eyes glittered from under their soiled and dirty turbans. Their ankle length black coats with long sleeves hanging at both the sides flapped around them, like the wings of some monstrous or some horrific birds, very fearful birds. They were coming straight at them. Pooja and her brother and mother all panicked. They all were scared. The men were dacoits. They shouted to their father to start the car. Sudhir banged the door shut and shouted at them to wind up the window glass. And Pooja was so scared that she pressed herself back in the seat, paralyzed with fear. She stared at the advancing men, just looked at the advancing men as the taller of the two reached the bonnet, and his left hand slid over the metal and touched their mother's window. He shouted something, which they did not understand at all, Their father squeezed himself behind the steering wheel, shouting at them to lock the doors. The voice seemed to reach Pooja from a distance. She turned the handle in the wrong direction, and the window glass on her side moved down instead of upwards. The man thrust his hand and tried to push the glass down. By this time, she had realized her mistake and started raising the window glass, but it was difficult for her. Then, from behind that man, the other one emerged. Other one also came. He threw himself at the door and tried to hit at the window glass with his fist. But he had almost hit her because there was no glass. Then he grabbed Pooja's hand, caught hold of Pooja's hand, and pushed himself forward with his red eyes flashing at her. He shouted, Advya, Advya. Pooja was unable to move or speak. All she could do was to stare into the dusty face and listen to his voice over and over. He almost shook her arm and reached inside the car with the other hand. By this time, the father started the car. He began to run as the car moved, still holding onto the window frame with his left hand. He kept on running and shouting Advya Advya over and over again. As the car started gathering speed, their hands, their faces, and their voices were gone, leaving behind a cloud of dust. Pooja could not look back, but Sudhir did. He was so excited that they could get rid of them. And Sudhir also scolded Pooja for not knowing how to raise the window glass. And he also told her that they almost got her by the throat, and if he had had the time to pull out his knife, what would have happened? He was saying all these things because he was not happy with the behavior of Pooja. Sudhir was so happy because he believed that they escaped from dangerous dacoits. But Pooja was not pleased at all. She couldn't agree with Sudhir. Why? Because he said that these people were there to get their watches and mother's chain. But Pooja was at the point of crying as she heard the voice still running through her heart, Advya, Advya. Finally, after they had dinner, Pooja said to her father that she would like to see the meaning of the word Advya. But her brother interrupted. He said, It means hands up or I'll kill you. And by this time, their father returned with a thick dictionary, and it did not take him a long time to find the word, but it took him almost a minute to read it. His face was pale and his eyes looked troubled as he said in a flat voice, Advya means medicine. Why his face was pale? It was because he was shocked. He was troubled because he realized that the two men were not dacoits, but they were asking for help. For a long time, no one spoke. And Pooja looked at her mother and brother and began to cry. The family might have helped the men if they had not been prejudiced. So, what's the meaning of prejudiced? It's like having a feeling, unfair feeling for other person. And what is stereotyping? It is making assumptions about people based on where they come from, how they look, or from what you have been told rather than from knowing them yourself. So, in this story, Pooja was not sure if she liked Afghanistan or not. She and her brother Sudhir believed that the landscape they were passing through was typical of dacoits' hideout. And when they saw two men rushing towards their car, They automatically thought of them as dacoits, right? And the two men were dressed very differently from them, in soiled clothes and large loose coats. Also, one of them held a stick, and they spoke in loud, urgent voices, which the children interpreted as violence. So, children, that's all about the story Advya.